Hello friends, this is Chadha from Astro Healer channel. If you remember, few months or few weeks back, I had posted a video where I did mention that on the 2nd of July, there's going to be 6 planets in their own Rashi, what we call as the planets are Swagrahi. Last night, I had a discussion with few of the other astrologers, my colleagues, my friend, and we were having two sides or two arguments, and then we came to a conclusion. Now the conclusion I want to share with you, and it's very interesting, you need to watch this video till the end. So I can say that all the planets are back home. Now when do you get back home? If I ask you, you come back home after your work or all the other activities that you perform to be with your family, rejuvenate, re-energize and strengthen yourself for the next day to go out and work. This is one situation that we discussed last night with the other colleagues. The other argument was very interesting, that we also come back home when we know that the situation outside is pretty bad. So you come into your shell, where we were in the lockdown, we were all home to protect ourselves, right? Also, we discussed that because the situation outside is bad because of the Angarak Yoga, is that the reason why all the planets are back? Then, after several discussion, what I have concluded now, I have jotted down all the points, and now I have come to a conclusion where I want to explain to you something that you need to look into your horoscope, any horoscope, anyone. See, when you have more of the planets in your this house, over here, if they are positioned, then we call this as, I've written over here in green, self. That means this person whose horoscope we are referring to is self-centered. He will do everything for himself. If more of the planets are situated over here, that means 3rd house, 4th house and 5th house, he is a person who likes to be at home. He is very much home or oriented person. So I've written over here home. If more of the planets are over here, positioned over here down, then we say you are into public life. You go out and to meet people, or you will do service to people. If more of your planets are situated over here, 9, 10 and 11, then you are a very outgoing person. You are you're putting all your efforts, all your energy going out, working. You are very much ambitious. And all these positions has got its pros and the cons both. Open your horoscope and see if more of the planets are into a cluster, you will definitely get your personality. Now, if we look at the horoscope now as a default horoscope, today on the 2nd of July, the planets are, first of all, it's a string where every planet is sitting from this 11th house, 12th house, 1st house, 2nd and 3rd and the 4th. So all the planets are over here, which I would say it is self. So you are into a position where you are getting, into a condition where you are introspecting, you're protecting yourself, you're saving yourself, And it's a very selfish sort of a situation where everybody is thinking about themselves rather than thinking of public or even career. Home front is there, no doubt about it. Now, Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter own sign Pisces, Mars along with Rahu forming a Angarak Yoga is in its own sign Aries. Venus is in Taurus. Gemini, Mercury has just entered today into the sign of to the sign of Gemini, and Moon is in Cancer. Moon will move maybe to tomorrow. It will move to, but the 5 planets are going to be very much here for quite a long time in the month of July. Now, understand the situation now. This situation clearly indicates to me, and this is my analysis, I am not trying to debate with anyone, that you will see around the globe that people are getting into their protective shell because the situation outside is pretty much worrisome. The second situation could also be that we all are coming back home because we need to plan for our future, for tomorrow. So this is also when you're coming back home to rejuvenate. You're tired, you have been putting a lot of efforts, and now you want to rejuvenate yourself. Whether it is emotional, whether it is at home front or it is in career, we are all going to face this situation in the month of July. Because leaving Moon aside, then 5 planets are going to be there for a pretty long time, and this is what I wanted to share with you. Also check now your horoscope, because in your horoscope the situation which I have just mentioned over here could be different, which means this Saturn could be over here, so you will be more towards career, could be more towards yourself, could be more home oriented, or could be totally into a public life. Now that will depend upon your horoscope, your individual horoscope. But if you look at the horoscope of the globe or default Kal Purusha Kundali, I see this is the situation where each one of us now are going to get into a protective mode, because situation outside is a condition where you do not want to go out because you know situation outside is bad. So you just want to take a recess, a sabbatical. Think before moving ahead. This is something I wanted to just share with you. I am not talking about any lagna or any rashi as such. But if you want to know about it, you can definitely consult me. If you agree with the concept or the analysis I've given you now, do put a comment, because your comment also is very much important for me. I learn from people. I am always open to understand things better. Maybe I'm wrong, and you can guide me as well. Thank you so much.